is Nathara at Lodge, and I'm here with a little introduction video to tell you who I am and what you can expect from my videos on this channel, our new channel, the Housewives-of-Witchcraft. Gonna have to learn how to say that. So a little bit of background about me. I grew up in a metaphysical household. My mother was a Rosicrucian, and so I grew up with metaphysical practices like using crystals, reading tarot cards, meditation, yoga, all that stuff, working with your chakras, working with auras and that kind of stuff. And then as a teenager, I discovered paganism and witchcraft on my own. That was kind of like the early days of the internet. That's when AOL came out and stuff like that. And as I grew up, I had kind of cobbled together my own belief system through conversations with my mother and stuff that I had read about. And as a teenager, I discovered that the word for those beliefs, or the word that people used who believed things like I did, was paganism. And at about the same time, I also started exploring witchcraft on my own as well, through books that my mother had and books at the library as well. And that's also when I started buying my own books from the bookstore and stuff. And so I have been practicing pagan witch since high school. And so, yeah. When I started practicing, there wasn't a lot of delineation between the types of witches. So, like, you wouldn't have your water witch or your ocean witch or your forest witch or anything like that happening. So we really didn't label ourselves that way. You would have, like, maybe a Dianic witch or a Wiccan witch or a Gardnerian witch or an eclectic witch or a solitary or non-solitary. But, like, there wasn't a whole lot of other categories to go into, and I feel like Dianic and Wiccan are really more of a religious designation than a magical practice type. But if anything, you would consider me an eclectic witch. I kind of do what I do, and it's based on whatever it is that I've been doing or whatever I pick up that sounds like it should work for me, and fits in with my current existing practice, like the ethics and standards thereof, and suits my lifestyle. So pretty darn eclectic, really. A lot of my early witchcraft practice was kind of stuff that I had cobbled together on my own from stuff that I had already learned. Like my first exploration was using the Elder Futhark runes, and I kind of stumbled into runebinding on my own, and things took off from there. So yeah, so that's my background, and kind of who I am as a witch. Like I said, I've been out since high school, at least to my friends and family. I'm out a lot more publicly now. So yeah, the things that you can expect me to share on this channel is more focused at lifestyle kind of living rather than lessons on like how to be a witch and like those kinds of things. So on this channel, I'm going to be sharing more videos about what I'm doing in my day-to-day life, things that I'm struggling with. You're going to see a lot more vlogs on here. So this is where you can expect to hear about my plants and about my cats and things like that, or different topics that I'm struggling with working through. So on my other channel, I talked about recently how I'm working on studying how the church kind of took over and sublimated a lot of the European witchcraft practices, and how it seems to us now that those didn't really survive to the modern day, except in the form that they have been passed down through like fantasy fiction, and the way people have kind of tried to reconstruct practices by appropriating other cultures. So I'm working on exploring the church ritual practices in order to, recreate some of the traditional European magical practices. So I'll probably be talking about that more on this channel than my regular channel, but, that kind of stuff is going to happen. So this is going to be more of a vloggy lifestyle kind of channel for me. So I hope that you'll join us on that, and you'll see a lot of other videos from my fellow witches here. And yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. Hope to see you around, and we'll talk later. Bye.